Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I want to take a moment and talk about 5 things that we can do to help with the holiday blues this year because we know the holiday blues are going to be different, are going to be magnified. And of course, just as I mentioned with the winter blues or seasonal affective disorder, a lot more people will very likely be experiencing holiday blues as our holidays have been changed or have been changed due to the pandemic. So I wanted to take a moment and talk about how you can manage the holiday blues. But before I get into that, I want to take a quick moment and um say if you are subscribed, thank you so very much for being part of our world. If you are not yet subscribed, please take a moment and click the subscribe button below so that you can become a subscriber and be a part of our wonderful world. And of course, remember to tick the bell so that you are notified when I post new videos so that you don't miss anything. And if you'd like to purchase 1 or 3 of my books, there's also a link below that will take you to a site where you can that shows you all the options of places where you can get 1 or 3 of my books. Okay, let me get back to it. The first thing you will need to do is go easy on yourself. This year, the holiday season is going to be different. This year has been different. For many of us, we have, and definitely not in this country, I know for sure, we have not been in this situation before. I know that other places in the world have experienced this level of crisis, but this year it feels like the whole world is essentially in that crisis mode. Many other countries are going through it. And definitely here in the United States, we are experiencing a very different holiday season. So go easy on yourself. A lot of the holiday things that you normally would do are not happening. Things like traveling to visit family and friends, those things are not happening. Gatherings with family and friends, a lot of people are not going to be doing that. So the holiday seasons are different and not necessarily different in the best of ways. So as you start to see that you're not feeling exactly great about it, go easy on yourself. Give yourself a break. If you notice something is going on, don't beat yourself up for whatever it is that you may be feeling. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing, that's a normal response to the chaos that is out there. So take your time, feel the feelings, and then start working on moving forward from there. But don't beat yourself up. Give yourself a break. Go easy. 2, find ways to connect with those who matter to you. Again, I mentioned that holiday travel is being modified or reduced, if not completely canceled. Many people are not going to be going to see their families and spending time with friends and other loved ones. So, because of that, it's going to require an additional effort. It's going to require some creativity. It's going to require some other more diligence to make times to find ways to connect with the people who matter to you. I shared another video where I talked about ways to use video conferencing to do some of the stuff that we're missing this year because of the pandemic. So make sure that do whatever it is that you're doing. The other day, when we were doing our holiday mental health live chat, my friend Tori mentioned she mentioned that she writes to they do letters, sending gifts and care packages to her loved ones. So those are all things that people can do to help you connect with the people that you don't get to see this year, that you don't get to visit during the holidays. But find ways to connect. I'm telling you that call feature on your phone, you need to make sure it works. So use it. Just whatever ways you can connect with other people in your life. Do that. 3, make time for gratitude. Again, that's another thing that they mentioned during the conversation. Gratitude is so important because right now there's a lot happening, and especially if you watch or listen to news, you will see so much loss and gloom and doom, and so many people talking about how many things we're not getting, how many things we're losing, how many things are not happening. But there is a lot that is still there. There is a lot that we have. There is a lot that we have gained. One of the biggest, one of the best gains of this pandemic has been being able to spend time with loved ones, being able to connect with family, not necessarily family outside of your home, but parents and children who have been on the go throughout the years have been able to find times to connect to one another. People have gotten tired of the screens and have actually looked up to see one another. So though, and you've gotten to know certain people in your life, certain people in your home to a degree that would not have happened without the pandemic. So there are still a lot of things to be very grateful for. So take time, make time to appreciate, to notice the things that you still have, the things that are going so well in your life. Because yes, the pandemic is taking away a lot. The pandemic is causing a lot of chaos in our society, in our lives, in our professional lives, in a lot of different ways. But even through the pandemic, there are many parts of our lives that are thriving. There are many people who are thriving in their professional lives and their personal lives in many different ways. Maybe your family is thriving. That is something that you can be grateful for. Make time to appreciate the things that you have, the things that you enjoy, the things that you're happy about, and realizing and seeing and remembering that, yes, the world may be on fire out there, but in here within your bubble, you're happy, you're joyful, you have like all that you have. So make time to notice those things, because when you notice those things, it can help balance out the gloom and doom, the that feeling of world on fire. When you can notice the things that your blessings, the things that you're grateful for, the things that are going well. It's like, yes, the world is on fire, but look, fire sprinklers. So that kind of stuff. So make time for gratitude. For find ways to be of service to others. This year is going to be a lot different. I know traditionally I see that there are people that every Thanksgiving they go serve at a place that's serving meals. That I don't know if that's going to happen this year. There are people I know. Usually during the holidays, I would volunteer at different locations. One of the places that I would volunteer is what do you call it? Toy giveaways. I am not going to be there this year. So those things um though our traditional service outlets may not be available. So it's important to find ways maybe to replace that as well as to add, because when you are serving others, you gain that sense of purpose. You gain a sense of it helps you gain that sense of gratitude. It gives you, it fills you, it replenishes you, it brings you a different level of joy. It brings you a different experience. So as much as you can, wherever you can, find ways to be of service to others. Maybe this year you're not going to be going to um, a volunteer at a meal service place, but maybe you can deliver a meal to someone or have a meal delivered to someone that you know does not have it. Maybe you can one of the things we've been talking about throughout this pandemic is, hey, when you're going to the grocery store, pick up something from you for your elderly neighbor who may not be comfortable going into grocery stores. So find ways to be of service to others. Just be creative about it. Think about it. Ask your network. If you ask your network, you will probably find people who will be able to share some things that they're doing, or maybe ways that you can even help people within your network. So find ways to be of service to others. Finally, get creative and bring joy into your life as well as the lives of other people. The pandemic has taken a lot from us. Most of us are not. I know I am not I've never been the happy hour hanging out at restaurant type, but I actually enjoyed eating out once in a while. But that's one of the things that I have not really done. Actually, I've only been inside restaurants while I was away for, and I only was away because it was a family engagement that I'd already committed to, and that was the only reason I ever that I went away, and that was the only reason I actually ate at a restaurant. And since the pandemic, I don't go into restaurants. I've ordered from restaurants, but I do not sit in restaurants. So that's one thing that I know that I used to do that has been taken from me. Many things that we used to do, many of the ways that we used to enjoy life have been taken from us, at least temporarily. So find creative ways, find things that you can do. So like me, I don't get to go, I don't eat out, but I do order. And that helps. And since I'm not out and about, one of the things that I've done is increase my outdoor. I've always been an outdoor person, but now I am more of an outdoor person. I take my camera and I go, and I can disappear in the marsh for maybe an hour or two. So find ways to bring joy to your life, and definitely find ways to bring joy to other people in your life. Whatever it is that you can do to bring a smile, whether to yourself or to someone else, do it. We all have creative things that we can do. We all have that creative bone in us. We all have that gift or that talent that we can use to bring joy to both ourselves and others. So use your talents, use your gifts to make someone smile. Okay, let's do a quick recap. One, go easy on yourself because this year is different. And yeah, it's going to be different. It's whatever you're feeling, that's the right feeling. So accept it for what it is. Deal with so that you can conquer the feeling and move forward. Two, find ways to connect with those who matter to you because a lot of us are not going to be able to get to see the people we love, but find ways to connect with them. That call feature on your phone, let's make sure it works. Three, make time for gratitude because as much as the world may be on fire, as much as things may be going wrong, there are many things that are going right. So take the time to notice those things because noticing the things that are going right will help you balance all the things that are going wrong. Four, find ways to be of service to others. Your traditional volunteering opportunities may not be available, but there are other opportunities that may come up for you. So get creative, figure out how you can still serve others even when you're not able to get out there and, do what you normally do. And maybe you will give me an idea because a lot of my traditional volunteering stuff is are not available. And finally, get creative and about bringing joy to your life and the lives of other people because, hey, we can definitely use it. We all have gifts, we all have talents that we can use to help bring joy to other people. So let's take the time, use them, and make that happen. Um, as always, if you or someone you know happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please remember that there are professionals like myself who are available, able, and willing to help, and are even providing remote services who can assist with whatever you may have going on. So please figure out who those people are in your community so that if you need them, you can reach out and get the help that you need. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.